If your entire day is shaped around what he thinks, what he needs, what he's going to text you, then girlfriend, it's time to bring the focus back to you and to come home to you. So in this video, I want to talk about, are you still centering him? Are you centering men? Are you centering masculine energy? So in this video, we're going to talk about 4 ways you're still centering men, or I like to say on this channel, masculine energy, without even realizing it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about decentering men. Yes, we're talking about decentering men once again, because decentering men is spiritual. It is so imperative when it comes to your spiritual journey as a woman. And it's so important. So I want to do more videos on decentering men because it is spiritual. It is a part of your spiritual journey and you don't even realize it. So we're going to talk about 4 ways you're still centering men without even realizing it. And so I wanted to do this because of some comments I got. I feel like it's important. Hopefully the lighting is okay because it's about to rain once again. But I wanted to do this video because of some comments that I got on decentering men, and some people didn't understand or get it. And it truly is about decentering masculine energy, decentering men. And when it comes to masculine energy, men is included in this. Because when it comes to your liberation, when it comes to your spiritual journey, it's about becoming full of self and gaining a sense of self. I'm just bouncing. I always do my videos on a yoga ball, so I'm just anyways, so it is about becoming full of self. And when we talk about becoming full of self, this means centering yourself and your pleasure. That's what's going to lead to your liberation. So let's get into the 4 ways you're still centering men and you don't even realize it. So number 1, over-explaining. And this is yapping, over-explaining. And oftentimes we don't realize that this is actually centering men or centering masculine energy. And when I say masculine energy, I mean anything outside of you. So whether it is life. And when it comes to manifest it like a woman, life is my man. Yes, life is my man, but I decenter life and center my beingness. So I had to put that out there because if you're new to this channel, we talk about this relationship with life. And so manifest it like a woman is, life is my man, but life is a reflection of my beingness. And so if I center anything outside of myself, external, the material world, which is masculine energy, matter, then that is centering men. And so we over-explain, trying to be understood. And so we are trying to get people outside of ourselves to understand us. Instead of resting in our knowing and resting in our beingness, resting in self, we are over-explaining, yapping, and trying to get people to understand us. And centering yourself means that you don't need to get people to understand you. That is not necessary. You understand your truth, and if people don't get it, they don't get it. And so what over-explaining can look like is that you're telling the same story over and over again from different angles, trying to get other people to understand who you are. At the end of the day, you need to be good with who you are. You don't need to convince other people about who you are. Now, number 2 is that you morph and shapeshift, trying to be chosen. So I like to give the example, if you're on a date and a man's in front of you, centering yourself in pleasure would be you resting and being present with yourself and enjoying the conversation, enjoying the beautiful meal, enjoying the ambiance, and being present and in your body. But when you're centering him, You are morphing and shapeshifting, trying to be chosen by him. So you listen to the Derek Jacksons of the world, you listen to I think it's Matthew Hussey or whatever his name is, you listen to other men about what men want. So you're shape-shifting and morphing into what you think he wants. So you're not being yourself, you're not being present, you're shape-shifting who your beingness, wanting to be chosen. That is centering men. That is centering people outside of yourself, whether it's a man that you're dating and you're at the table with, or somebody down the street. If you're morphing and shapeshifting who you are, your beingness, trying to be chosen, trying to be liked, then you're centering men. And number 3, which is along the same lines, is that you filter yourself to be liked. And this is you not saying things. So you might not morph and change, but you might not be who you are because you want to be liked. You want to be liked by that group of people. You want to be liked by that man, so you filter who you are. I said this on my channel before. One thing I used to do, because I used to say all the time, I'm somewhat of a feminist, right? And I realized that for some men, that was a turnoff. And so I would filter who I was to be chosen, to be liked. That is centering men, obviously. So filtering who you are to be liked or to be chosen, to be well received, whatever the case is. The 4th sign that you are centering men and you don't even realize it is that you're talking too much. You're talking too much, you got word vomit because you're trying to prove that you are enough. So you are trying to convince, you're trying to prove, you're trying to earn by talking too much, to be chosen, to be picked, whatever the case is, that you're talking too much. And a lot of this is along the same lines, like over explaining and talking too much or filtering yourself, not talking enough. These kind of things is that you're centering masculine energy, you're centering men. And when it comes to the spiritual journey for a woman, it is to gain a sense of self. It is to become full of self. And when you're trying to be liked, when you're trying to be chosen, when you're trying to be picked, when you're wanting people to accept you, if you're trying to prove, earn any of those things, strive, prove that you're enough, this is centering masculine energy. This is centering the external, because masculine energy is matter. It is life, my man. It is what's outside of myself. Because when we think about the anatomy of a man, his anatomy is outside of himself. It's outside of himself. And so when we're centering that person over there, that group over there, that man over there that looks delicious, but we are essentially centering them and decentering ourselves. And again, when it comes to the spiritual journey for a woman, is to become full of self, to gain a sense of self, to step into self. So decentering men is spiritual. Decentering men is spiritual for women. It is this becoming full of self. And to decenter, if you have trouble decentering the external material matter men, what you need to do is center yourself and your pleasure. This is going to lead to your liberation. This is going to lead to you stepping into self and becoming full of self. And centering yourself and pleasure is about being present. It's about being in your body. It's about the recognition that you are the treasure. You are it. And I say this a lot when it comes to manifesting like a woman. You are it. You are the treasure. You are the thing. You are it. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to look for outside of yourself. You are it. So it's about being present and centering your bliss. And bliss means being carefree, without thought. That's what bliss means. It means without thought, without that conscious mind. It means being in your body. This is what centering yourself and your pleasure means, is to be present with the feminine aspect of yourself. And so when we talk about becoming one, it's about this merging, bringing that masculine aspect of ourselves, the conscious mind, back to where it came from. Because the spiritual journey for a man, or the masculine aspect of yourself, or masculine energy, is to become more sacrificial. It is to release of the ego. It's to release of himself. So we bring that masculine aspect of ourselves, we merge it with love. And I do this because this is in what they talk about with Kundalini and the snake. Her is this massaging of the masculine light within. We massage it with love, and it merges and releases itself back into the all, that foundational energy, feminine energy. The body, the subconscious, is 95% of what is. Your conscious mind, the masculine aspect, is only 5%. And so we bring it back and dissolve the illusion of separation. I wonder if you can hear those kids. Gotta love them. But that's what we're doing. And so as we bring the awareness, our awareness, the masculine aspect of ourselves, life, back to ourselves, the spotlight back to ourselves, we can then love this thing and merge it back into the all. This foundational, nourishing, fertile energy, which is us. You are it. If you've ever explored yourself, you know that you are it. See, men know, they understand, they know. We need to get you to know. This nourishing flow plasma. We talk about the blood, the plasma, and massaging this thing, loving this thing back into the all, becoming whole. And I'm bouncing again. Hey, but becoming whole. You are it. The subconscious. I've shared stories on before the beginning. And so what we want to think about is this foundational, still all potential, as me, all things are possible energy that existed, that all it could do was think of itself. And it asked itself, who am I? Who am I? And from there, she became. But for her to understand who she was, there had to be a reflection. There had to be awareness. There had to be light. Because without light, things can't be seen. And so from there, she gave of herself and she said, let there be light. And the illusion of separation came into being. The illusion of separation came into being. And what became a distortion is because she thought that her power was in the reflection. But the reflection was just witnessing her. The reflection was just, the awareness was just witnessing her. The reflection was just reflecting her. She started thinking that her power was out there in the reflection. So she started giving her power away. This is coming back home to you. This centering your pleasure and realizing and coming into the recognition that you are it. This is coming back home. This is not about, and I've gotten comments on Desentering Men, and there's people saying that they liked what I'm sharing because it's not about hate. Decentering Men is not about hate. You can't begets hate. Is that how that saying goes? No, truth is love. And I say this all the time. Truth is love on this channel. Truth is love. It's not about hate. It's not about hating men. It's not about hating the life. It's not about any of that. It's actually about loving life, reflecting who you are. And when you start stepping into self and you start centering yourself in your pleasure, you become full of self, life, the reflection starts to soften. Why? Because that's who you are. You are it. You are this soft, nourishing, fertile energy that, as me, all things are possible. All potential exists. And so life starts showing you all this potential. It becomes nourishing, rich, because you are it. You are it. Life becomes all of these beautiful, nourishing, rich, fertile, everything's possible type of energy because you are it. You become that beingness. So it was funny because I was like, I'm going to try to do a video like they do. I'm going to give you 4 signs of that you're still doing. But then I go off on these tangents because I'm so passionate about this. I want you to understand that you are it. You are the treasure. And when you start becoming the treasure and being the treasure because that's who you are, life becomes a treasure because life is just reflecting who you are. He is just reflecting who you are. That's it. That's it. So, decentering men is spiritual. Decentering masculine energy is spiritual. It is part of your journey. It is you coming home to yourself, girlfriend. So that's all for this video. Just wanted to share. I tried to be one of those YouTubers, 4 signs and stuff, but I guess that's not how I do. Anyways, if you like this video, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. You like feminine energy, spirituality, womanhood, all that jazz. I think you'll like it here. So subscribe, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.